coming to this special and memorable event of my baby's life. That one part of my baby's life. It is almost as if everyone wants us to have children, regardless of whether or not we've made the decision to do so ourselves. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and it feels to me that I am right now being with my baby, and that baby's name is Iyashka. I know that this can possibly compare to the personal connection, sense of joy, anticipation, excitement, and emotional investment that parents have with their babies. But it is the baby I am being with, and with a level of commitment, anticipation, pride, excitement, appreciation, and passion that I've never experienced before. When I started to conceive this idea, I had so many questions of what I could and should offer, what it would look like, what I would name, what I would stand for, and seemingly endless list of choices and decisions with which I am faced every day. I want to be clear that I am not saying that starting to play a baby doll is of the same level of raising a baby, nor it is more as important to get it right as it is with your baby. I am obviously speaking will be a great success and my determination to raise this baby right in behalf of my mom and my lolo. This is the strongest feeling I've ever felt about something other than my determination to be a good daughter or granddaughter. To me, getting it right means that I need to be comfortable with the notion that I don't know everything. I don't have all the answers and I haven't seen every possible situation. I need to ask a lot of questions and I need to be comfortable with being wrong at times. Others who have walked in my shoes already have graciously offered their opinions and assistance, and I'm certain I will need much more of their advice and counsel as we grow. One of the things I most enjoy about raising my baby is that when she starts talking, first touching word she was able to speak was mommy. I was touched. As my baby grows, I know I'm going to make some mistakes. I have to be comfortable with that. I know my I know my I know my intentions are good, and now that she will have her Christian dedication, I am very blessed and very happy as a mother. To her dearest godfathers and grandmothers, I hope and expect that you will always keep in touch with us, especially with her. Watch her grow and guide her along her way. Because based from my based from my own experience, I have a lot of godmothers and godfathers, but only one who showed me her responsibility as my godmother, and I love her for that. I hope you are not too tired of my speech. These are just the heartfelt emotions of a mother, with her baby having her Christian and dedication. To end it, I just promise to be a good, loving, and responsible mother to her. With you, my dearest families and friends, help. Thank you very much to all of you, and have fun.
Starting with Dr. Che, I just want one of the Rino to speak on behalf of.
Thank you, Yuli, for allowing me to say a few words. Uh, I'm very happy to be here this afternoon, knowing all my compadre and comadre. But let me first of all thank the family for inviting me here. Thank you, Yuli. Thank you, to grandfather. Thank you, to daughter. powerful speech and very touching message from our fellow pastor. Uh, I was looking around, and I think I'm the only doctor here in this group. But let me give you a little background of what a doctor is. As a doctor, when we attend to giving birth to a child, and when the child comes up into this world, the first thing you hear from the child is a loud cry. And as a doctor, we like that sound very, very much because we know that life has just begun. And a big shout. And when you shout, you announce to the world that I'm here in this world. And I'm sure whether you deliver in the most modern hospital, or in an ambulance, or in a field, rice field, or in a commodity field, the baby will cry and will shout. If they don't shout, doctors will worry. They don't cry, something's wrong. Even the mother will notice it. How come my baby don't even shout? But when the baby shouts, you can see the beautiful smile from the mother. And when we clean the baby and cut the cord, you can see that everyone is very happy to welcome a child into this world. But let me tell you why. How come, as doctors, we will realize that the woman will produce one egg only, and the men are millionaires. We are 85 billion to 100 billion sperm per ejaculation. How come that only sperm, one sperm will enter that ovum to become you, and me? What allows that only sperm to penetrate that ovum? Suppose another sperm enter that ovum. Will it be you, and you? There is where we think that the divine will has entered. That allow that sperm to penetrate the ovum and produce you, and me. So when God has, as the pastor said, has produced us, each one of us is given a mission to accomplish. So when your child that this afternoon that we witness and we place allegiance to help earth, we are playing with the hands of God, assigning us to look after a child that will have to grow, and she will have a mission, just like all of you. Our mission, my mission is a doctor, the pastor's mission is a pastor. You have heard their story. My seatmate there, even Peter, even my friends there, Peter has his own mission to make this beautiful. Look at how he produces all these beautiful things for you. So each of us, Nino and Nina, we have a mission, and the pastor has asked us to bless. Be sure that we follow that place that you have asked us to. So in behalf of all the other, as a doctor, let me again once more congratulations. Mother, we are very happy, and let's give them a big